channel. Thank you for joining me like always. Today I wanted to create a video about motivation, how to acquire it, how to stay motivated. I get a lot of messages on Instagram asking, how do you stay motivated for a healthy lifestyle, or how do you stay positive and motivated to overcome PCOS, or just stay motivated in general. So I figured I'd make a video which is very similar to how to stay on track with my healthy eating video, which I'll link below. But there are some differences in some things that I feel have truly helped me. Being a girl who started out with a lazy routine, a lazy mindset, and being in this hole for so long, I feel like, where I was just like, I want to go do things, I want to get stuff done, I want to change my life, and just never actually changing it, and then finally coming up with steps that actually helped me. I know if I can do it, anyone can do it. Like, believe me, and of course I'm still a work in progress, so I'm not like, I am the most motivated person and I got my shit together. Not saying that. I'm just saying that I feel like I have come a long way, and these have truly, truly helped me and inspired me and are helping me to become the person I truly want to be. So with that being said, I think we'll just get right into it. First, I want you to really go over or analyze who and what you surround yourself with. So the people you surround yourself with, are they motivated people? Are they positive people? Are they healthy people? And honestly, be honest with yourself. Like, it's not to say they're bad people, or if they're not, or that they're lesser than you or anyone else. It's just be honest with yourself and who you're being surrounded with, because they will influence you so much more than you probably think. And they'll influence your mood, what you do, just everything. So be sure that who you're surrounding yourself with is positive and healthy, and they are good influences, and they have the same life goals as you. If you're hanging out with someone who really doesn't care about where they're going or what they're doing, and you have this drive or in you to want to better yourself, and they're kind of like, I really don't care, that's just gonna hold you back, to be honest. And I'm not saying to cut everyone out of your life. I'm just saying your life will truly change when you surround yourself with positive, motivated people, because that positivity and motivation is very contagious. And along with that being said, a lot of times if you do have a day where you're positive and you're motivated and you get around those people who aren't, they kind of suck that energy out of you and you leave them, and then you're back in the whole situation you didn't want to be in, if that makes sense. So really start to observe how you feel when you're hanging out with someone, how your mood is, and how you feel afterwards. Are you energized and excited about life after you hang out with a friend or a family member? Are you positive? Did you guys talk about, bettering yourselves? Or you get what I'm saying. You don't always have to go over how to better yourselves. But I had people that I really realized after I hung out with them, I was exhausted, and I was like, we didn't even do anything, and it just got, I wanted to leave there and then go home and do nothing. So really, really analyze and be honest with yourself on who you are surrounding yourself with. And that goes along with what kind of music. Everything you surround yourself with affects your mind, everything. So if you're listening to depressing music all the time, talking about how bad your relationships are, or how much you need money, or how bad your health is, or how bad people are surrounding you, and just whatever. It's insane how much the radio, if you listen to the lyrics, how negative they are. And that is just playing into your subconscious and just not dumbing us down, but it makes it harder to become motivated if you're listening to stuff that isn't uplifting. So, and I'm just giving music as an example, because I feel like for me that's something that's my go-to, is music. If I'm cleaning, I'm listening to music. If I'm in the car, I'm listening to music. If I'm working out, I'm listening to music. So that's just one example, but it could be maybe you watch TV shows full of drama all the time, and then really reflect and see reflect your life on what you are listening to and exposing yourself to, and you will be so surprised the similarities of what the music you're listening to, and the TV shows you're watching, and the people you're surrounding yourself with, and how much your life reflects that, and how similar it is. Again, this is all just something that I had to reflect on. So when I say you and blah, 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 I'm really talking about what I had to reflect on and what really stood out to me and that I realized was really affecting my life in a way that I didn't think it would. So just really be honest with yourself on who and what you're surrounding yourself with, and you want to change that, because if you want to change and you want to become motivated and you want to be a different person, you are going to have to change stuff in your life, especially what you're surrounding yourself with. So keep that in mind. That goes with the next one, is start to tell yourself, I say this in every video, start to tell yourself you're a motivated person. I get so many people who are like, I just can't be motivated. You just reiterated to yourself that you can't be motivated. So I want you to wake up in the mornings and be like, I'm gonna be motivated today. I'm a motivated person. I'm one of the most motivated, productive people I know. I don't care if you believe it or not at first. Your words have so much power. And the more you tell yourself that, the more you will believe it and the more it will become true. So honestly, start living the life thinking that you're a motivated person, and you will be shocked by the results. At least I was. And that, again, just along with being aware of what you're surrounding yourself with, be aware of what you're putting out into the world, because that does come back to you. So if you are, I had to catch myself a couple of times just on certain things. Like, I realized I was telling people who I was, like giving myself labels and putting these restrictions on myself. So really just try and keep track of it. Next is realize that anyone who is motivated, productive in whatever aspect of life that you want to be motivated and productive in, they didn't just wake up and be like that. They don't just wake up and they just have this drive for no reason. They practice that, and they started at a certain point too. It's a practice every day, and you're not going to be perfect every day and feel super energized and motivated. It is a process, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. And yes, the very first time it may be harder and it may be uncomfortable, but as you practice it, just like learning a new language, learning a new sport, learning a new anything, it will get easier. I promise. You just have to stick it out and tell yourself, you can do it. That brings me to my next, and that is write down your goals and write down why those are your goals. Why do you want to be motivated or productive? Why? If you don't have the reason of why, what your goals are, then you don't have a drive. Like, that's going to be your drive and part of your motivation. So really sit down and write it down and look at it and concentrate on it. And tell yourself that you can achieve those goals, and you will. And I'm telling you, it works. Just be sure to write it down in like a notebook or something, or a piece of paper where you can see it every day or as often as possible, because those reminders are so huge, and it'll really help you stay on track. So if you do find, a week goes by and you're like, oh my God, I haven't done anything this week, or oh my gosh, I've eaten like crap this week, or oh, I've been so negative this week. That's completely okay. That is bound to happen. You recognized it, and that is the first step to getting stronger and overcoming it. So as long as you stay on track or get back on track and realize you're off track, that is the most important thing. And the more you put yourself back on track, the easier it will become each time. I promise you. Next is visualize what you want. And I say this, I'm sure so many of my videos are just like repeating themselves, but these are things that work in all aspects of your life. That's why. So when it comes to motivation and being productive in whatever aspect of your life, visualize yourself as that productive, motivated person. Who are you gonna look like? What are you gonna be doing? I want you to sit your butt down, close your eyes, and start thinking about it, and literally get into it. And you will be shocked. Again, I keep saying that, but you're going to be shocked by the results you get. Maybe it won't happen in a week. Maybe it won't happen in 2 weeks. Maybe not even a month. But I guarantee you by next year, if you stick with whatever your goals are and you stick with whatever your plan is and change your mindset and really focus on changing your life for the better, I promise you in a year from now, you will look back and be like, holy crap, I did all these things. And just, maybe it'll be a couple years for some people, depending on how much you're going to stick with it, but it will occur. And just remember that and keep visualizing it. And once you visualize how you want to be, you can start to plan to become that person and really fit the role of that person. You get what I'm saying? Next is, I've kind of already gone over this, but is having affirmations to go to. So if you want to eat healthy, if you want to be motivated, if you want to be passionate, if you want to change your life, whatever it may be, whenever you have a doubting moment or a negative moment or situation, have certain affirmations that you go to remind yourself and reiterate to your brain and your subconscious that this is how things are. For example, if you all of a sudden find yourself feeling unattractive, I don't know, I'm just throwing stuff out there. I want you to make it a point, if you feel that way, honestly, to look at yourself with enthusiasm in the mirror and to say, I'm beautiful. I am beautiful. And really own it. And maybe the first couple times it's going to be like, I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. I don't care. You're going to say it till you have enthusiasm in your voice. That's just one example. If you want to be motivated, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am motivated. I am productive. I am motivated. But you want to say it until you have enthusiasm in your voice and you mean it and you truly feel it deep inside, because that is going to help you change. It's going to help your mind. You're going to have to work on your mind before anything external changes, but you are going to have to make changes. Next is your routine. What is your daily routine? I want you to go over and see how your daily routine, especially your morning routine more so, is benefiting you. Do you have a morning routine, or is your mornings just whatever happens? Because that's not gonna help you in any way, shape, or form. You want a good, healthy, positive morning routine to get your butt kicked into gear. And it could be something small, like you wake up and your new routine is to make your bed right when you wake up. Honestly, it all depends on what that morning routine would, what morning routine would suit you. So for me, I'll just give you an example of mine. So do whatever you want. This is just, like I said, an example. But I normally wake up out of bed. I thank the universe, I thank God for another day, and I kind of just go over everything I'm thankful for. I tell myself this is going to be a productive, amazing day. Of course, if my husband's right beside me, I'll tell him I love him and say I'm thankful for him as well. Then I will get up, I will go to the bathroom, because I usually take a morning pee, especially now that I'm pregnant, and I will put my facial moisturizer on, and then I'll come in, and usually if my, we're just going to act like my husband's at work that day. I'll make the bed, I'll grab my dogs, I'll put them outside, and then I'll instantly go to make my morning juice. While I'm drinking my morning juice, I usually like to write down things I'm thankful for. But you could do whatever, fill your time with whatever. And then after my juice, I make my breakfast and then start my day. And normally before I start my day, I make sure all my chores, these are chores I give myself. I feel like it's funny if I say my chores. But all my home chores are finished. So dishes, laundry, any little cleaning, try to do that all. And that usually takes me about an hour and a half to 2 hours to do my morning routine. So if I have something come up, or work-wise, I have to be somewhere, yeah, I have to get up earlier to do those things. And if I miss a day because I didn't wake up early, I don't beat myself up about it. I just go about the next day and stick to that routine. But you can start out with the most simple routine ever. And then normally I end my day with a routine as well. So ending and finishing your day with a positive, productive routine will make a huge difference and really keep you focused. So I think that really sums everything up. I hope this video wasn't too long. If you all have any questions, please feel free, like always, to let me know. I may have repeated myself a couple times because I've been wanting to get this video up for so long, and I just haven't really had the time or made the time, to be honest. So I hope I didn't bore you all too much. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Like always, remember, wherever you are in life or wherever you're at today, you can be in a better place tomorrow. We can always improve upon ourselves, and that's the beauty of having another day at life. So take care, guys. I love you all. Peace. Oh, also, I think a lot of times what I like to do if I have stuff to do the next day, I like to write it down in my journal. So if you guys don't have a journal, I highly recommend you get one. This one I think is so cute, and it was from Aldi's, like $4 or $5. And this one has like positive affirmations in it and then places for me to write as well. And if you get one of these, you're a little more excited to write down what you need to do or what you're thankful for or your goals and your why. So just get yourself a cute little notebook, treat yourself, and it'll make it fun, you know?